Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Failing My Way in Public to Success, the Mark Sclair podcast. Thanks for joining us. Along with this podcast, I'm also filming it as well, so give a little wave to the YouTube people, but really appreciate the podcast listeners as well, so thank you very much for tuning in. You're not forgotten, you're very much appreciated, but I thought some people might want to visually see me as well, making a fool of myself in public. So, this week was a massive week in regards to what I'm looking to do and develop with, because I've been doing a lot of online training, but this week we've been allowed to actually go out and do live training. Woo, woo, woo! Absolutely brilliant. I mean, for me, it's just day and night between the two. It's not that I don't see the value in online training, because there is value, but there's nothing better than being sat in front of somebody and really helping them and really developing them and actually working on it together, rather than, sorry, lost the line there, sorry, what was that? You cracked up a little bit, sorry, what did you say? And then people kind of jumping in and not being able to hear each other speak and think or anything. So yeah, absolutely loved it. 2 massive days, 2 full days. The guys were interacting well. I was giving them loads of questions, loads of stuff to do. Got some good feedback as well, so very, 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 very happy about that. Looking to do a couple more events in September as well. So if you are interested, if you know of any colleagues or anyone that's looking to do some sales training, please message me and I'll be happy to send you the details of it. As far as I'm aware, there's a negotiating course which is going on the 24th and 25th of September, and it's going to be in Dubai. So would love you guys to attend. The way the rates are at the moment, it's a very good price, and as we all know, it's not about price, it's about cost, and how much is it costing you not to have the skills needed to get those deals in and generate that income and earn that extra commission that we all want. There you go, a little bit of a sales pitch for you. So as I said, we've had this course on which has been the last 2 days, and I wanted to go through kind of the experiences that I had with it. So although I thought I would be wearing a mask for the event, it wasn't until I got into the room and was wearing the mask and speaking with people that it really hit. And it is a big thing, because the people that I was speaking to, their first language is not English, and people don't understand me well at the best of times, and I try and speak as slow and precise as I can, and hopefully that does help. But it helps a lot when people can see my lips move, but without the mask or with the mask on, it's a lot harder. So I was constantly asking them if they can understand what I was saying, and they were kind enough to tell me that they could understand. They didn't go what or anything like that, so they understood my question, which meant they probably did understand what I was saying. So although I could look at them in the eyes and I could interact with them, the next step is not having to wear a mask, but baby steps. I'm so thankful for what the government in Dubai have allowed us to do so far. A lot of people talk about the UK and what's going on there, but I'm just very proud of what Dubai has done, the UAE has done as a whole. We took extreme measures at the beginning, but now we've been able to move around freely, and yes, we do have to wear a mask, but we were able to do this training. The people saw the value in it, they understood what I was saying, they got some skills and they've developed, and it's only going to help them for the future. So again, thankful to the UAE for going above and beyond, having these strict guidelines at the beginning, but now there is that freedom and we're able to move around. Please God, get back to a little bit of normality soon enough. So what I wanted to talk about as well, really, which is a big thing, I put an article on LinkedIn about it today, and it is that I think, although the rest of the world might be going quiet online, I think you're going to get a lot of kickback, a lot of pushback from the Middle East. The Middle East is very much about relationships, seeing people face to face, shaking their hands, looking them dead in the eyes, having a shisha, having a coffee, and that will continue. I honestly believe that, and I'm very happy that is going to continue. Yes, I'm a little bit old school, whatever, and I'm not behind the times, so don't worry about that. I just honestly believe that, like the Middle East has done in the past with many other things, there is a big kickback, a big pushback. So The Middle East, if you want to be making these big contacts and these big relationships, you need to break away from the fear that's been put in you. I'm not saying this thing doesn't exist, please do not get me wrong, this thing does exist and it is out there, but the fear that people live in now is just a horrible thing. You know, I do see big changes happening. I don't see people working in big tall towers anymore. I think a lot of people will be working from actual like retail units, really, like smaller, less footprint through them, no lifts, these types of things. I think this will be a bit of a change. So these low-rise offices, I think they'll be a lot more in demand rather than these tall skyscrapers. And for me personally, I won't be living in a tall tower. It will be for my next apartment, even though I'm in a low-rise at the moment, my next apartment or villa will be either a villa or a low-rise apartment again. So that's what that's my prediction. That's my prediction. I think that there will be a big pushback from the Middle East. Yeah, same as anything really. The whole culture here is to meet people, build a relationship. Nobody wants to hear from you until you can name all of their kids and their grandkids and what they had for lunch. So please, if you are looking to go more online, just have it in your mind that although the world is going like this, Middle East might be pushing back a little bit. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that they're going to completely just push back on the online, because the online is happening, it will happen, and it's going to be here forever. But like most things, like with events as well, I think events will go to more of a niche thing. And if you've got the ability to go and meet people face to face, have that skill, that negotiation, you're going to stand out a lot more. And again, that's what I see happening with the sales industry anyway. So much more is going to be automated, but the real people that can get out there, negotiate the right way, have that empathy, have that emotional intelligence, they're the ones that are going to rise up and overtake. So it's going to be niche, and I hope you are part of that niche. I know I am. I develop myself every single day to make sure I am part of that. I'm not just another salesperson. I'm this professional salesperson that works hard every single day, and I'm fading my way to success. And be proud to be a salesperson as well. Like, I have tried to hide away from that in the past, but the truth is, the best way to build a career is by selling yourself and rising up the ranks. So be prepared to do that. So I've written a few things down here. I've got a bit of a doctor's handwriting, so I hope that you understand, or I hope I can read what I've written here. So yeah, it's really just like how that felt about the event. I want to go over this again really. Like, the event for me was a massive stepping stone. I took this big leap a few months ago to have my business, Mark Sclair Sales Training and Motivation. If you're not following me on Instagram, I put out daily content, and on LinkedIn at Mark Sclair Training. Please get on there, and on YouTube as well. Daily, I put out content to add value to people. So please. But the best thing I love doing is getting out and meeting people and showing how I can help them, understanding their problems, and that is really face-to-face, sitting with them. Even this podcast I'm doing right now, I'm looking at the camera and trying to give you as much eye contact as possible. I want you to feel like I'm talking directly to you, and I really am. You know, if you're listening to this podcast, you're somebody that wants to get better, wants to develop, or you're just nosy and want to know about the failures that I'm going through as well. But yeah, I put out a video today, a little 1-minute video. I think it was quite a funny one, I'm not sure. It's just about people who struggle, who have had a product that's been quite successful, but all of a sudden it's not getting the traction, not getting the shelf grab it once did. My girlfriend, she bought this Mystifier, this thing that refreshes her face, and she bought it because it was limited edition, and it was, you know, within weeks it would all be gone, it will never come back again, like the McRib from McDonald's, yeah. But so she bought this thing, and I use it as well. It is great, don't get me wrong, but all of a sudden there was this massive buzz about it because it was limited edition. Now when we went back to go and get another one because it ran out, all of a sudden this special edition had finished. But when we prodded a little bit more with the salesperson there, she said to us, well, just take this one, it's exactly the same thing. And all they did was they repackaged it in a pink colour, yeah, and put a limited edition sticker on it, and that was it. So a product which probably wasn't doing too well, they made it a special edition, limited edition, and all of a sudden it flew off the shelf. And now what? Now this original product is back. It's doing very, very well, and you know, my girlfriend's bought loads of them. So yeah, we stocked up again. So takeaway from this is, There will be a pushback in regards to everyone going online in the Middle East. I hope you're going to be prepared for this. Please continue to develop your skills being face to face. Yes, develop online, I'm not saying that, but please don't forget how to greet somebody face to face. It's so important. Keep those relationships going with people. And again, we've got this event coming up next month of September, the Art of Negotiations. It's going to be on the 24th and 25th in Dubai. And we've also got sales for non-sales, which I think is so important, because when now these roles, what there were 50 people doing in one company, now there's only 20, you've got a lot of people that are going to have the responsibility to go out there and sell. And the best people are the people that don't try to sell. So I'm really interested to see how this goes. You've got a lot of people which were admin before, now all of a sudden they've got to speak about the products. But if you've got that passion, you've got that desire, and you love what you're doing, it's going to come across. Because as we know, sales is a transference of belief. Yeah, so we've got this event, 2 events coming up next month. If you want more details, please message me. But it's all on my LinkedIn, all my Instagram, at marksclair.com. That is with a company who have asked me to do training with them. But please, if you are interested in me coming to visit your office or to sit and have a coffee, please contact me. I'll be happy to meet you and discuss how I can help you. So that's it for today. I mean, there's a little bit of knowledge here to pick up, but it's me kind of unloading and letting you know how it's all been for me, what's been going on. I hope this gives people some positive and some optimism, because there is light at the end of the tunnel. We are getting through this. The UAE's handled it the right way. See what's going on around the rest of the world. Yeah, the UAE is doing exceptionally well, and I'm very proud to be here. So that's it for today. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next week. Oh, you're still here. Thought I'd get you again, eh? So YouTube, if you've been listening, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Please, again, add me on Instagram at marksclair.com. Follow me on YouTube. Please, I'm trying to give out as much value as possible. Ideally, we know the end goal here is for me to come to your business and train your company, but I want to give you as much value so you can see what I can offer first of all. And then before you know it, you're like, wow, there's nothing to do with cost here, yeah? Because I've saved you guys so much money for all the value I'm giving you, and you've learned so much. So thanks a lot, and that's it. Really it is. No encore. I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot, guys.